What is going on, everyone? Some pretty big news here in the NFL. The New Orleans Saints ends up making a trade with the New York Jets to get Teddy Bridgewater. Now, Adam Schefter has tweeted this out. There has been no confirmation on what it has been yet in the trade, but it seems like it will be draft picks. What I like about this move for the Saints, obviously being an Eagles fan in the NFC, it's not, the greatest thing for me, but I think Teddy Bridgewater is special. Let's be real. What he was doing with the Vikings before he got injured was very, very scary. So I like this move, and what it does is Drew Brees is 39 years old. He's getting up there in age. There's only so long that he can do this for. This allows Teddy Bridgewater to sit on the bench, learn from Drew Brees, and they have their guy for the future without having to go through some brutal times without a serious quarterback. I think Teddy Bridgewater can play. There's no doubt about it. It's a shame that it ended up the way that it did with Teddy Bridgewater. It's not the path he wanted, obviously. It's not the most interesting path, cleanest path, no. But I think this is great for his future because let's be real, the New York Jets, they got what they wanted, and that's Sam Darnold to start week 1. Now there's no controversy. They got that out. They said to Sam Darnold, here you go. You are this team. You are this franchise. And that's fine. So Teddy Bridgewater didn't really have that much of a chance in New York because they drafted Sam Darnold for a reason. So this allows Teddy Bridgewater to have a chance with the Saints down the line. Drew Brees is 39 years old. He doesn't have many years left. God forbid something happens to him this season. Then you got Teddy on the bench and for the future. So I like the move for both teams. I will be honest with you. I like the move for both teams. With the Jets, you don't have that security blanket coming from an Eagles fan. Obviously, the security blanket is huge, also known as Nick Foles. But they were 150% in on Sam Darnold from the moment he was drafted. So it makes sense for them to pretty much make the statement to him, here you go, Sam, it's your team. It's your franchise now. But I believe in Teddy Bridgewater. I do think he's something special. It's a shame everything that went down with him previously, that injury, for it to happen that way. It's pretty disturbing to see. You hate to see it, but I like those stories. I like the stories of this guy. He had this terrible, gruesome injury in practice when he was tearing it up and playing very well. He had to take an entire season off. Teams gave up on him, moved him around a little bit, and here he goes. He's trying to defend his spot, and he's been looking good so far with the Jets. So if you're a Saints fan, you got to be happy with the move, because Drew Brees is on his back end clearly. And when he leaves, you have someone like Teddy Bridgewater, who's not a rookie, who's been around the league and has some sort of experience in this league, and he did it well. He did it well. You got to remember what he did with the Vikings before everything went down. It was no joke. It was a serious thing, what he did. It was very intriguing, to be honest with you. So it's just crazy, though. Crazy splash, crazy move. The Jets to give up on him and say, here you go, Sam Darnold, it's all yours. And now they don't really have a backup plan. Is that the most New York Jet thing ever? Or do you think, screw it, we weren't going to use him anyway, he's just a backup, I'd rather get something in return? Now, like I said, at the time of this video, the news just broke out, so there has not been reported on what the draft picks have been yet. Adam Schefter said, realistically, draft picks are in place for this trade. So obviously that will be a factor on how great of a trade this is for both teams. But listen, Teddy Bridgewater is no joke, I promise you. He could play. The dude could play. It's just a shame. A freak accident kind of set him back a little bit, but he's got the right mindset. It seems like he is that type of character. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'll see you next time.